What's going on, UnitedPod? It is your youth pastor, Pastor Kemo, and we're here on UnitedPod where we help you to become a more developed Christian. If we haven't had a chance to meet, I am the youth pastor at Stockbridge Community Church, and I have the pleasure of pastoring the greatest youth ministry in the world, United Students. Can I get a yee? That's what I'm talking about. And so I'm so excited about today. I want us to kick it off with this verse that I love so much, and it's from James chapter 1, verse 12 in the NLT, and it goes like this. It says, God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Lord help us. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Now, let me tell you, if the book of James is not for the weak of heart, okay? Because he will punch you in your mouth and watch you spit out your teeth, okay? Now, listen, this scripture reminds us that there will be testing in our lives, that there will be temptations in our lives. And so often we have these things in our lives that we're struggling with, that maybe for you, maybe your lust issue or your anger issue, or maybe be smoking or have hidden a jewel pen or a vape or anything like that. And so we have these things, these sins that constantly call us back. But God says, if you are a child of God, you don't operate in your flesh, you operate by the Spirit. As a child of God, we have to remind ourselves, who are you? A child of God, right? You are a child of God. As a child of God, we have to remind ourselves that we act like children of God. I'm not sure about any of you guys, but I remember going to the store with my mom, and she would tell me before, it was like a pre-store run pep talk, right? She would say, hey, listen, when we get in the store, don't be asking for nothing. Don't tell me that you want nothing, because I'm going in here for one thing, and don't be freaking out and acting crazy, okay? Because my mother knew that when I go out into public, that I am a representation of her. Child of God, when you go out into the world, you are a representation of your Father. So when those temptations happen, when those trials happen, we have to remember that we are children of God. And what God does is he rewards those who patiently endure trials, who patiently endure temptation, because he knows that it is those things that help us to grow in him. I'll give you guys a quick story and we'll wrap this thing up. So there's a time where I was fasting, right? And, I'm doing my thing, no meat, no bread, no sweets. And it's okay. I was doing okay, doing pretty good. And Misa's, she's not fasting, but I'm fasting. And we're walking, past this window, and she's like, lemon blueberry sorbet? That looks good, right, Kemo? Now, Misa knows I like blueberries. She knows I like sorbet and all these different things. And so I'm like, babe, are you tempting me right now? She's like, no, I wasn't trying to tempt you. I was just asking if it looked good to you, Or maybe you'll be doing something and you know that you quit smoking, but then your friend will be like, hey, you want some of this? Or do you want this jewel? Or do you want this vape? Or whatever. And you're like, man, what am I going to do? If you don't know who you are, you won't know what to do. Those who know who they are, they know what to do. And you, my friend, are a child of God. And so this week, I just want to encourage you that as you go throughout your week, to make sure that even when you're facing those trials, even when you're facing those temptations, that you will be reminded that you are a child of God. And God is a faithful rewarder of those who patiently wait on him.